fans to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ready, ready. 10 Lobo. Hard. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Preston, he'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the bootleg. Love. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
56 to Mike. 56. Double dog. That's the way. Check 26.
Throwing on third and long. Love. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Set, hut, you go to base. Check, 55 to Mike. Watch the slap, watch this at the 6. Pull it, now, here. Tight dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Bang, 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 bang. SOS.
Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gilbert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Love. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on 3rd down. Love eluding the pressure right. On the comebacker, complete. That's Bryan. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 30.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, Preston. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. third down. Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Preston. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Back to throw. Love under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to air one out. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
27 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a handoff looking right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on second down, Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Slam. Check 43.
Now they try the right side here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
So we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 17.
They'll keep it on the ground. Preston. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Down. 10 Tucson. Choose the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh, Sean.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. I see you. Okay.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch the twins. Showing up. Showing 61. Matchbox, right. 56. Ready to go.
On 2nd down, Preston. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Love. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. The throw taken in by Sims. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Under 10, 10. Slam.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, he goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Jackson will throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ball try. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
55, Mike, 55.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open man is Sims. He's got it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. This is the tight end Fant, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let's go. Get the flag. 57. Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's to the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder, I don't know what will.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a handoff looking right. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he will find his man on the outside. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whore.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. On second down now. Preston, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Saints, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.